Hello and welcome. My name is Jim Logan and I serve as the clarinet professor at UTEP. I'm putting together this video to prepare one for the Region 22 audition music for B-flat clarinet, and this is the year 2024. So a couple of things in terms of practice that I highly encourage you to do would be to work on this all slurred initially, all slurred. Why all slurred? Because generally the issue with articulation for clarinets is lack of proper air support, and by practicing this all slurred, that will reinforce our articulation for when we want to add it. So I'm going to just play through this from beginning to end. That's going to be up to tempo so you have an idea of what you're up against here, and then we'll take it from there. So here we go. So that's the final version. I don't know what the tempo is. It's probably in the neighborhood of 120. So let's start unpacking this one line at a time. Look at the second measure. You have a G sharp on the downbeat. Make sure that you add G sharp on beat 3 of that same measure, the accidental. Second measure should be measure 4, G sharp on beat 1, accidental carries through to beat 3. Okay. I don't know if there's any other accidentals that I see that could trip you up. So those are the two significant spots we have to make sure that we cover. So now this is Nina, the wild one. No, she's the good one. Jenny is the wild one. Jenny and Nina, please pipe down. Okay, I'm in the middle of a video here. Shh, shh. Okay. We'll show her later. So this is practicing it slow and all slurred. And I stress again, slow. You've heard this a bunch of times, and there's a reason we've heard this a bunch of times. It's because it works. So make sure you're practicing slow. And not only just slow, but be thinking about curvature of the fingers, okay? Make sure the fingers are curved. We're looking for a nice C when we're playing. Not pencil fingers, not the death grip, okay? But a nice curved C, close to the keys. Okay, so first line, slow, all slurred. Okay, that gives you an idea of the tempo, and if you need to go slower, then go slower. Okay, so and then we'll add the articulations later, but the main thing is that you're practicing this again slow and with the fingers curved and close to the keys. Couple of other things to maybe talk about as you get this a little more under your fingers. In measure 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, I think 5, and I think those are the measures where the articulation is a little different. So instead of tonguing on 1, 2, 3, and 4, we're actually articulating on the upbeats. Okay, put a little accent on that, on those the second notes in these measures, the second and the sixth note. So we give it a little more rhythmic interest instead of. But that's what's written. But we can add something to this by playing. Okay. I strongly suggest that you practice using my practice techniques, which I've discussed in the past previous videos. If you go on my YouTube channel, you'll see me discussing a number of these last year. Why don't I go through them briefly with you? So, you could play through this 8 times in a row the exact same way, or you could play through it 8 times using different practice techniques, and you would be far better off using the practice techniques that I'm about to show you than you would be just playing it 8 times in a row again and again and again the same. So here are the practice techniques. Make note, use them, practice them. I promise they will make a big difference for you. So the first one is playing 4 notes for every 1 note. And we always go across the seam or the bar line to the downbeat of the next measure. Okay, 4 notes for every 1 note. Next, 3 notes for every 1 note. Triplets. And then 2 notes. And then 1 note, all tongued. So in addition to practicing this all slurred, I practice it all tongued as well, okay? The next thing that we do is we mess with the rhythm. We play long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long. And then reverse that, short, long, short, long. Okay. And the last, but not least, certainly, is what I call the granddaddy of them all. And this is displacement of the beat. So we're going to start on the second note, and that is our downbeat. And the second note of the next grouping is our downbeat. And the second note of the next grouping, and the second note of the next, everything we're going to is to the second note. So there is no A. This first note is the B, first note. The new downbeat is the third note, the C. And I put a little accent or emphasis, as I'm fond of saying, on the third note. Next, the new downbeat is the fourth note of that first grouping, the B. Okay, and then you go back and play it as written. I just think it's ultimately so much easier to do that. So critically important that you don't just play it and 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 play it the same way. Use those practice techniques, okay? They're tried and true. They're my best friend. They've helped me out of many, many a jam. Okay, so I think that's about all I have to say about the first etude here. Other than, last thought, there are no dynamics written on here. If you want to introduce some dynamics, play some things loud and play some things soft. You want to talk about a mind-blowing experience for the judges after they hear everybody play this the same dynamic, and then you come in and add some musicianship to it. That's going to be good for you. It will buy you some bonus points for musicality when everybody else is just going to come trucking in and playing the same thing from beginning to end. All right. So good luck. Follow my next video, which we'll post very soon, on the larghetto, the next of the etudes. Good luck, and let me know if you have any questions. My email follows here, so don't hesitate to shoot me an email, and I'd be happy to help you.